Today on Titan Sports Recap, Titan men's soccer plays host to the Sacramento State Hornets, Titan ice hockey battles it out with Texas A&M, and Titans are inducted to Cal State Fullerton's Hall of Fame. All this and more on Titan Sports Recap. Hello and welcome back to Titan Sports Recap, bringing you the best video coverage of Cal State Fullerton athletics. I'm Andy Waller.
And I'm Garshpalpreet Sangha. The month of September wasn't too kind for the men's soccer team, as they finished with a record of 3 wins and 5 losses. The month of October, however, is a different story thus far. The team is 2-1. Hoping to extend their October record of 3-1 and extend their winning streak to 3. The game is scoreless in the first 24 minutes. Spencer Johnson with the corner kick, and Garrett Lossie flicks it in for his second goal on the season. The Titans up 1-0. A couple of minutes later, Titans have a 3-2 advantage. Ian Ramos passes it to Mark Fenelis, but Fenelis can't outsmart Teddy Sampson, as Sampson would have 4 saves on the day. 2 minutes later, same score. Fenelis passes it to Dylan Stevens. Stevens uses his left foot to kick it past Sampson. That is his first goal of the season, coming to the sideline, getting some love from his teammates. First half is all the Titans would need as they win the game, 2-0. During the postgame, there was a surprise waiting for one Titan.
To be real honest, I'm not really surprised. We felt even the games that we lost, that we were much better than the results.
It was played out wide, and it circulated, got a pass across in the middle, and then Colin O'Keefe laid it off, and I took a touch and just hit it.
After settling for a draw against Northridge last week, Titan women's soccer traveled to the Inland Empire to take on the UC Riverside Highlanders. And with the quick goal from Jessica Olafson, UCR would shut out the Titans 1-0, handing Fullerton their first loss in conference. Despite outshooting the Highlanders 10-7, the loss snapped a 5-match unbeaten streak for Fullerton. The Titans' overall record is now 6-4-4 and 1-1-1 in Big West Conference action.
Well, Titan women extended their winning streak to 17 straight matches against the UC Riverside after sweeping the Highlanders in 3 straight sets over the weekend. The team is led by Bree Moreland, who contributed for her 5th double-double of the season, finishing with 10 kills, 10 digs, while adding 2 service aces. Junior Julie Consani also helped orchestrate the Titans' offense, adding an incredible 35 assists in the match. With the win, the Titans' record now improves to 9 wins, 7 losses, and they're 2-2 in Big West play.
Fresh off a split in a home-and-home series with rival Long Beach State, Titan ice hockey was back on the ice to take on Texas A&M.
Splitting their last series, the Titans look to sharpen their blades against visiting Texas A&M Aggies. As the first period got underway, the Titans got off to a slow start, while the Aggies took advantage, scoring 3 goals in the last 5 minutes of the period. First goal by Hayden Pritchard on the left corner, the second scored by Brett Young, and the third scored by Chris Turner, snucking right past the goalie. A rough start for Cal State Fullerton. With the first period behind them, the Titans wasted no time getting on the board with a goal from number 11, Alex Insulo, 13 seconds into the second period. Titan forward Taylor Castle cut the lead 2 minutes later, and it looked as if they killed off the Texas power play, but the Aggies scored with 1 second left in their one-man advantage. But the Titans fought back as number 12, Sean Salagumba, chips away to keep the game within 1. The Aggies weren't okay with a 1-score lead, so they end the second 5-3. Coming back in the third and ready for battle, Titans forward Taylor Castle gets a second goal on the night, making it 5-4. Titans tried to catch up, but they just couldn't make it happen, and fell to Texas A&M 7-4. And that's the end of the game. Titans are now 4-3 on the season. Taylor Castle and assistant coach Chris Houlihan talk about how they played.
During the first period, they came out pretty fast, hitting pretty hard, and we kind of played a little bit of catch up. They jumped ahead on the shot board and got a few shots on us, but once we settled down, well, we didn't really settle down until the second, but once we got in the second, we started chipping away back at it, and we just got unlucky with calls tonight. We couldn't catch a break with the referee, but other than the first period, I think we had a pretty solid game.
After being within 1 goal of the Aggies, the Titans just couldn't catch a break. They head over to Arizona to face NAU in a 2-game series. Their next home game will be against Chapman on October 26th at 9:15 p.m. From East West Ice Palace, Kaylee Krish, Titan Sports Recap.
Starting today, 3 strokes back of the lead, women's golf would score a 3:05 in the final round and come back to win the Cowgirl Desert Intercollegiate Tournament hosted by the University of Wyoming. The Titans shot a 9:09 as a team over the 3-day event, barely edging out fellow Big West Conference rival Cal State Northridge, who shot a 9:10. Martina Edinburgh led the way for Fullerton in the final round, shooting a score of 74, which is 2 over par. The win was the first and final win of the fall season for Fullerton, as the Titans will resume play at the Jim West Challenge in Bronfoulis, Texas, on February 17th to begin the spring season.
The nominations for the Titan Athletics were announced last month. It included 3 members from the 70s, a team that shocked the college baseball world in the 90s. I was lucky enough to attend the ceremony and have a longer than usual feature. Enjoy. It began 8 years ago. Titan Athletic Department honored Greg Bunch, Tim Wallach, Augie Garrido, and others. After 23 inductees into the Titan Hall of Fame, 3 new members, and 1 team will have the right to call themselves Hall of Famers. The 1995 NCAA National Championship team, gymnast Carol Johnston, men's soccer standout Mike Fox, and a pioneering men's basketball head coach Bobby Dye were in front of a sellout crowd at the Fullerton Marriott. Coach Bobby Dye helped the Titan basketball make the transition from Division II to Division I. Dye led the program to a school record 6 consecutive winning seasons from 1973 to 1979. Coach Dye told numerous stories, including the early days of Cal State Fullerton Long Beach State rivalry and how his distaste for Long Beach State spread like wildfire among the Titan crowd.
I didn't realize our fans, how they had bought into that. We had some wild and crazy guys until you got into it. Anyway, ball goes in the stands, and this poor guy goes into the stands after the ball. When he comes out of the stands, his shirt is over his head. I think they took his shoes off. He came out of there, he had a big natural, he came out of it, his hair was all straight. We were Titans at that time.
While Dye was making history on the hard court, Mike Fox took men's soccer to a new level in the late 70s. The all-time leader in points and goals scored in Cal State Fullerton's history, enjoyed an 11-year pro-professional soccer career. Fox is humbled to join such an elite group of individuals.
I played here, 20 some odd years ago, almost 30 years, and so I've done a lot with soccer since then, but to be acknowledged and recognized here at Fullerton's been an extreme honor.
Around the time Fox was dominating the football grounds, a 4'10" gymnast, Carol Johnston, took the world of gymnastics by storm and helped steer the Titans to a 45-0 record in her 3 seasons at Fullerton. Now battling Alzheimer's disease, Johnston's college teammate and roommate and current associate athletic director, Julie Bowles, spoke on Johnston's behalf. Bowles told the audience Johnston considers another trait more of a disadvantage than having a partial right arm.
She is actually a little bit more concerned about being short. One time she said to me, "What do you do with the right arm anyway?"
The gymnastics team won the national championship in 1979. The same season, baseball won its first national championship. After adding another one in 1984, the Titans surprised everyone with the victory in 1995. It was labeled as a rebuilding year, but the team is known as the greatest team in college baseball history. Mostly the whole team were in attendance, from Ted Silva to D.C. Olson. Mark Kotze, however, wasn't, but he did send a video message. For Kotze and Augie Garrido, it was their second bid into the Titan Hall of Fame. For Augie Garrido, the 95 team will always stay close to his heart.
One of the best teams I've ever coached, and from the standpoint of being unselfish and totally about each other and becoming one as a unit.
The event allowed the audience to meet up with the new inductees, and it allowed the inductees to catch up with their former teammates and friends. The surprise of the night went to Bobby Dye's granddaughter, Peyton Marie.
I want to say I'm so proud of my Papa coach. I wish I could have been there when he was coaching, but I couldn't. The important thing is that I'm here now sharing this amazing thing with you. And I want you to know, Papa, that I'm so proud of you and I love you.
And again, a huge congratulations to our newly inducted Hall of Famers. It was truly a great night, and they will reminisce the stories that will last a lifetime.
Speaking of spring sports, the schedules for baseball, tennis, and indoor track and field have been released. Baseball has a tough schedule this year. They face 7 teams that made the NCAA tournament in 2013, including the University of San Francisco, UCLA, and UC Santa Barbara. Titan Tennis also has released their schedule and looks to start off new head coach Diane Matthias' tenure with some success. After breaking 4 school records, women's indoor track and field heads into the 2014 season with some excitement and determination to be even better than last year. For more information on any of these schedules, please go to FullertonTitans.com. Now for this week's Titan Timeline, highlighting the biggest games for our in-season fall sports. Titan Volleyball returns home from their 3-game road trip on October 25th for a match against Cal Poly and takes on the UCSB Gauchos on the following night in Titan Gym. Women's soccer also comes back to Fullerton after a 2-game road trip to host the Gauchos on October 20th. They have a well-deserved week break before taking on the UC Davis Aggies on October 27th. And men's soccer plays host to UC Irvine on October 19th and heads out for a midweek game at CSU Northridge and also comes back to Titan Stadium to face UC Riverside.
And remember, all of our social media outlets can be, you can catch our entire highlight video on our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/Titan Sports Recap. Follow us on Twitter for our handle at CSUF Sports Recap. Find us on Facebook for all of our updates on Fullerton Athletics. And check us out on Instagram for behind-the-scenes photos. Follow us at Titan Sports Recap. Well, that's going to do it for us this week. From all of us here at Titan Sports Recap, I'm Garsh Sangha.
And I'm Andy Waller. See all you guys in 2 weeks.